Hello everyone, welcome to Technology Begins. In this video, we will see how to draw a pattern or pyramid pattern using star in Python like this. As you can see, this type of pattern we need to build using Python code. So how can we do that? So here is the logic behind that. Let's see the logic and check how we can construct a pyramid with any number of level. Okay, so let's start with the first line. So first of all, I have taken the input from the user to how many levels of pyramid I need to build. So here I have construct the 3 levels of pyramid. Okay, as you can see on the right side of the slide. So basically I am taking the input from the user and I am converting into the integer. Okay, as we know, input method is returning us the value as a string. After that I am taking the range function, okay, to get the each values. Okay, so if I want to construct the pyramid with 3 levels, so our range will be calculated from 0 to 3, and every on each iteration we will get the number according to the range list. So our range list is 0 to 3, as we need to construct the pyramid 3 levels. After that I have written another for loop, and what this for loop is basically doing, so that this for loop is basically running uh, on which starting index is 0 and ending index is number is basically whatever levels we have got from the user minus I plus 1. I is nothing but our outer for loop index. Okay, index or whatever iteration number we can say. So at the first iteration what it will be, the number is 3, and at the first iteration it will be 0 plus 1, nothing, that is nothing but 3 minus 1, 2, right? At the first iteration ith value will be 0, and after that we are doing minus from the number which is I plus 1, so we are getting 2. 3 minus 1, that is 2. After that we are adding the print statement. So in the print statement we are printing only the blank string, and we are putted this end parameter. So what is this end parameter? So in Python, whenever we are writing the print statement, so that ending parameter is by default /n. Basically that is new line. So whenever we want to overwrite this end parameter, then we can write this as a keyword argument. End is equal to blank space. Okay, so we don't need to go into the new line for this iteration, we need to add this space. Okay, so this is how at the right side you can see I am adding the space. So this is basically a logic for pyramid. You need to add the space at the first level, which is nothing but your level minus 1. Okay, if I am constructing the 3 level of pyramid, so at the first level I need 2 spaces. Okay, so that's why I am running this second for loop, which is inside of this main for loop 2 times. Okay, that is 0 to 2. At the second level I need space 1 time, so that we will see in the next iteration. So currently I need 2 spaces, so I have added the 2 spaces. Basically we are not going to uh, putting this /n as by default parameter of print statement. Instead of that we are adding the space at the end of the print. Okay, so we have added the 2 space, and after that we have third loop, which is returning as the basically not returning but printing the star after the 2 spaces. Okay, So what is the range for that? So that range will be 0 to I plus 1. Okay, what is the I? I is at the first iteration is 0. So that will running for one time. So we will put the star at the end after the space is calculated. Okay, so this is basically where basically define basically depends on the spaces. After how many spaces you need to put the star, so you can build the pyramid. Okay, so at the first level you need two spaces, which is basically your total level minus 1 at the second level. And now we are going to the second iteration. Before that we have printed the slash r. Slash r is nothing but uh, you can going into the next uh, cursor position. Okay, so basically whenever you are defining a slash n, that time you will going to the next line, but in slash r you will not get the new line, but your cursor will move to the next position only. Okay, so now your cursor is moved to the next position and we are not adding the new line. So we will see the difference between how it will be look like if we are using slash n and slash r. So now we are going to the next iteration and next iteration value will be 1. So as our range is 0 to 3, so our first iteration is completed. Now second iteration is 1, and now we have got the value of I is 1. So what will be our range? I plus 1. So 3 minus 2, which is nothing but 1. So at the first level, this is 0 level, this is first iteration, or we can say first level. So we need only one space, as you can see. So that is nothing but whatever number of levels minus 2, right? So after that space we need to calculate, we need to put the star, right? So this our k loop, how many time it will going to iterate, that is 0 to 2. So we need to put 2 star, and between that 2 star we will put the space. So this end parameter is basically defining the space. So whenever we don't want to going to the next line after print statement, then we can override this end parameter. Okay, so we here we have override the end parameter with space. So we have got the space between two star, or every iteration, or between each iteration we will get this space. After that we have print slash r. So we now going to the next, our cursor will going to the next position, and our next iteration value will be 2. So now ith value is 2. So 2 plus 1 is 3, minus 3 means 0. Okay, so now this loop will not executed and no space will be added, and again this k loop will executed, and what will be the range of it? That is basically 0 to 3. Ith value is 2. So we are going to iterate this loop 3 times. Okay, so we will get the star 3 times, and after every iteration we will get the space between 2 star. Okay, as you can see, so this is how end parameter is working, and after that our cursor will move to the next position. So let's run this program and see how we can build the parameter for each different levels. So this is for 3, and if I am going to add 5, then as you can see there will be a 5 levels of pyramids, and you must need to check how many space you need to put before printing this star. Okay, so that is the main thing in this pyramid. And let's see what is the difference between slash r and slash n. If I am putting slash n, and construct the pyramid, then you can see we have got the new line on each level. Okay, so this is how you can define the slash r and slash n. So I hope you have understood the concept of the slash r slash n and the parameter of print statement, and how to construct the pyramid, okay, for this any number of level. Thank you, see you in the next video.